pleasure again to welcome you guys as we also go live today and discuss some of the things that are important. As you always know, we are all about community. We are all about empowering humanity. We're all about sharing information that are beneficial to each and every individual that is living on Earth. So, guys, again, uh, I want to thank those who have always been supportive to the channel and those who have shared, those who have liked, those who have commented. We appreciate all your effort. And again, guys, we cannot take for granted all that you guys are doing. So continue supporting us as we uh, continue to empower. Hello, Celine. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. Guys, we're still waiting for people to join, and we will resume our discussion. Also, we are waiting for our guest today, and he will be joining us shortly. So, guys, just share with the group. Make sure you let them know that we are live, so that they can also join and be part of our discussion. As you have seen that today we're going to discuss about some of the ways that we can impact our community. As I've always told you guys, uh, for everybody to continue or to progress, it starts from the individual and also start from the community level. And that is why my emphasis is empowering the community. Because if we empower the community, that means we can be able to change a lot of things, even in the country. So, guys, again, welcome and make sure you tell your friends that we are live so that also they can join. Tell family, tell everyone that we are live and we are discussing also something important for today. I'm just still waiting for our guest and also I'm waiting for more people to join so that we can continue. I'm also setting my laptop here so that I will be able to read all of your comments. Jeff Lloyd Divers, Rescue Team, thank you so much. You say hello, Phil, hello. Thank you so much for joining. How have you been? How's everything going? And welcome and thank you for always being part and parcel of our lives. We want to say continue guys doing what you're doing, continue impacting the community in a positive way. That way we build a better environment and a better place uh, to live and to thrive. Okay, so just let our friends know that we are live again. We are live again, guys. So let our friends know. Let our friends know that we are live. And again, thank you so much for joining again. Today also is another important topic, just like the other topics that we have discussed before. So I have my notes. I have everything that I need. I'm just waiting for people to tune in so that we can continue. All right, guys. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. You don't want to miss this session today because also it's one of the beneficial session, just like any other session. Okay. Who else in the house? Who else in the house? Who else in the house? Feel family, welcome all. Okay. Yeah, guys, welcome, 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 welcome. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. We are also going live today, so make sure you don't miss this discussion. Shakis, hello everyone, hello to you. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you so much for always coming and be part of our live streams. Thank you so much. We're still waiting for our guests as we wait for more people to uh, to tune in so that we can get started with our today's topic. Again, today's topic is how can you impact your community. So we are here to discuss together because these are the things that are affecting our progress. Pen Mutai, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for joining. And you say hi all. We are doing good. And how about yourself? Again, guys, let our friends, let our community, let our families know also that we are alive. That way we can be able to educate ourselves and see if what we are talking today are the things that are we doing it or these are the things that we can start doing it. So because these are the things that it will affect how we function in our communities, how we live in our communities, how we interact, and how we also carry our day-to-day activities. I, as I said before, we will be trying to bring and discuss things that are affecting us and see how we can uh, put uh, these things into work. And yes, Selena Uma, you say let's do sharing. Yeah, thank you so much. Let's share so that people can come because I feel like this is a topic that you don't want to miss. Kibet, Kevin Kibet, you say hello, Phil and Fal. I'm tuning. Thank you so much for tuning in. Here, guys, let's share, let's share, let's share, let's share, let's share, so that we can discuss. And as you have seen, from today's discussion, we will be discussing about how can you impact your community. How can you impact your community? We do believe and we know that each and every person plays a crucial role as far as the community is concerned. Maybe you don't understand, or maybe you've not been doing it, but I want to assure you and I want to tell you that you have a part to play in your community. And if you have not been doing already, it's the time, it's the opportunity to go back and do what you are supposed to be doing. Sharon Chemngeno, you say hello everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. Shiko Lois, hello, hello. Shaki is here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, guys, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts about today's topic? What are your thoughts about today's topic? What do you what are some of the things that you feel uh, we or we should do to impact, or how are you impacting your community, where you live, where you stay, people around you? How are you impacting them? How are you impacting them? Because in every society or every community that we live, you are impacting someone, either positive or negative. So from today's discussion, we're going to discuss how are we going to impact our community in a positive way. Because if we are able to impact and influence our community, and then I believe we can make progress also when it comes to things that we have to do for our countries. Because, as I always say, it starts from the individual, it goes down to the community, and all the way up the country. So you need to start by yourself. And then once you are done, you have already done and know that you are doing what you're supposed to be doing. You have to look around, people around you, and you have also to check and make sure are they doing what they're supposed to be doing. That is what we are looking and what we are going to discuss today. Thank you so much, Pop Mutai. You say joining you guys in a minute. Let me take my supper. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Wesley Maritim, you say nice topic. We can help. Uh, I think you did not finish your sentence, but thank you so much again for tuning in. Thank you so much for tuning in. So as we wait our guest who will be Pop Mutai, we can start our discussions and we will continue also when he joins. So, guys, you can also type your suggestion, your inputs, in the comment section. What do you think are some of the ways that we can impact our community? What are some of the ways that we can impact our community? Uh, And thank you so much, Deborah Chemweti. You say hello, people. Hello to you. Hope you're doing great. Thank you so much. How is school and everything? Again, Wesley Maritim, you say society needs help, like planting of trees and etc. Exactly. I do agree. That's one of the things that we should be doing because when we do that, you are changing. You see, now, when you talk about trees, you see about the global warming. It's happening because we have destroyed our vegetation. That is why we have all these effects of lack of vegetation. So, I do agree 100% that we can impact our community by planting trees. Okay, let's dive in. Let's dive in. I have my points here, and also I will be reading also some of the things that you guys will be typing. This a discussion. As always, we are here to educate ourselves and make our community a better place to dwell and inhabit. Michael P, thank you so much. You say hi, family. Thank you so much for tuning and thank you for joining. So again, so Number one, number one, the most important thing that you can start by impacting our community is by respecting all people. You need to be able to respect people. You need to be able to respect yourself, to respect. And when you talk of respect, it's a pro topic. You respect people, that means you respect their property, that means you respect everything that is within the community. So, respect and be kind is number one way of impacting our community. All right, Deborah Chemweri, you say, Sir Philip, the topic is how can we impact our society generally? So, exactly. So, how are you? How can you bring change in the society, or how can you contribute towards building your society where you are? What are some of the ways that you can input? That way you can you can build a better society to live in. We know these are the things that it's common knowledge, but are we doing it? Not necessarily. So that is why sometimes we need to remind ourselves. We need to remind ourselves about these things that we need to be doing within ourselves, because you need to make your community a better place to live, because that is where you will be spending your time majority of the time. So that is our topic today. Jela, Brenda, you say hello, family. Thank you so much. Michael P. Empowerment to Target Group, IE Youth, Chamas, and ETC. Thank you so much. That's also another important point. Yes, you need to get involved in these events that are taking place in the community. These organizations that are taking place in the community. Let's be part and parcel of these things that are taking place in the community. All right, Mutai, we can bring change in our society by even visiting all people and buying blankets and food 100%. There is another thing that you can impact the community, that you can impact the community. Okay, and then we can bring change in us by even visiting the all people and buying blankets. So I think that's a repetition, but that is a very good that's a very good point. That is a very good point. Like in where we live. Thank you so much, Akest, again for tuning in. Hope I didn't. Hope you had a nice supper.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
How have you been doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. How is your
Yeah,
place?
the place is it's fine. Very
Okay.
cold.
Okay.
Still cold.
Okay.
Yeah,
Things are becoming better.
yeah. They are at least now the way it's going. It's I think it will be better in maybe in the next 2 or 3 months.
That's good. That's good. That's a
Yeah,
positive. That's a positive thing.
yeah,
That's a positive
yeah.
thing. Yeah, thank you so much. And yeah, we had just started our discussing about our topic, and I think this is one of the topics that is beneficial. As you know, our channel
Yeah.
is more about empowering and also educating our community. That way, we can start doing things in our surrounding the right way. That way, we impact our surrounding as we overall impact our country at large.
Yeah.
So yeah, people have started already com- uh, or they've already say some of the ways that we can impact the society, and I agree 100%. These are the things that if we can do. I know sometimes we may not have the means, but some of these things, it just needs our presence. You don't really have to
Essence of time.
use money. Sometimes just time and just our presence you know
Yeah.
so those are the things that we're going to explore today and see how we can be of importance to our society, going forward. Because we are
Yeah.
the people who will build our society. We are the people who will destroy our society. So we need to see some of these things, because sometimes we might be doing things like we are building our society, but we are destroying our society. So it's an important topic. And Kibet is saying present kindness to everyone when the opportunity present itself. That is very true. That's very true.
Yeah.
Always be kind. It doesn't cost you anything to be kind. And
Yeah.
when you are kind, actually you cannot get into conflicts with people, because if you are kind, you
You
just
kind of.
yeah. Celine is saying being a mentor also impact the community positively, taking time to encourage the young ones, and we need to be role models. We need to start out being doing the right thing ourselves, so that when the young generation see what we are doing, they also
Yes.
want to grow and be and be like us. We need to be people which people will want to uh, emulate. We,
Yeah.
we we will we will be their mentors, because they will be looking up to us. We are doing the right thing, and we are leading the right way, and that way the society or the young generation, as they grow, will also want to fit into those positions. uh and then Kevin Kipe, Michael, you are saying gain trust in everything. Exactly. Trust is the
Yeah.
most important thing also. Because for me, once you lose my trust, it's really hard to get it back. Because
Yeah.
I will trust you until you really betray my trust. So exactly.
Yes.
Let's let's always be trustworthy people. Because if I trust you, then I don't have to worry about If we are, let's say we want to do something, I don't need to worry about really if we do this, I will not be questioning you behind my mind. So if I trust you, and then that means we will not be I'll not be doubting you. All
Yes,
right.
yes. Yeah.
Mutai Penat, we must make our society create, even deciding to clean our markets. Thank you so much. That's another thing. Yeah. We need to have just like a day. You go out there and then just go, clean the market or clean the street, you know, do these things that we do, like we have the elder go sometimes,
Yeah.
clean their houses, clean their clothes, go ask them, what do you need, go check if they have the groceries. We have the ovens, we have the street kids, like, you know these are the things that you don't really have to use sometime money. Sometimes you can use a little money to help to buy, like whatever you are able to. But sometimes it's just the time, your time. And I'm very sure all of us, we have time at some point. Even sacrificing 30 minutes to go and change a life of someone is worth spending millions of years doing, working. So that is the thing. That's the mindset that we need to be having. That's the mindset that it will make a difference in our lives. Celine, you say let's talk about shopping locally and encouraging others to do it. Impact local business. Let's support local business. Charity begins at work. And you see,
Yeah.
guys, you see,
So
I have my notes, right? And all these things that you are talking about is right here.
let me
It's right
have
here. I like it. I like
yeah, yeah,
it.
yeah.
That is another thing. That's another thing, really, that when I was, thinking about it, that stands out, because you see people, they don't want to help, the mamboga, within the village. You
They
want to go
normally
to
go to
the town
supermarket.
to go and buy from someone
Yeah.
else instead of, buying from these mambogas,
And
those who are made a
roasted
makeshift,
maize.
and they are selling, tomatoes, you know let's support
Yeah.
our community. Yes, Celine, you made a very, very, very powerful point.
That is very
Let's
true.
start. let's start. Let's start in our homes, like our immediate. If your neighbor is having some kind of business, before you go to get those other things that you need, check if they have those things, and please support them. Empowering ourselves. Okay. I see, like, this is really a very, 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 very strong topic, and I see really people writing very strong points.
Points.
If at the end of this life today, I'm very sure we will go and put this into actions. We will go
Yeah.
and put this into action. That way, we start changing our community. Uh, so Michael P. Bringing in new technology also will greatly bring huge impacts. Exactly. You know,
Yeah.
if if we can bring this new technology into our community. We
Yeah.
have people
Yeah.
who have started like engineering. They've started like different things. If we can bring these services close to our community, start something, even if it's something small, that will change our society. So if you have any skill, try to bring it to the community level. Try It's like a small start. Just bring it to the community level. That way, the community will benefit from your skills. Guys, I like this. I really like these are very strong points. Trace
Yeah.
Janta, thank you so much. You say I'm new here. Thanks, Ben, for the invite. Nice topic it is. Thank you so much, Tracy. You are in the right place. Just come and make sure you subscribe. That way, you will not miss when we go live or any of our topics. You want to carry on from Jella Brenda? I don't know if you can see.
Chela,
Yeah, like I think I have covered the top like the comments up to Tracy. I don't know if you can see like from Jella going down.
let
That way
me
I
see
will
if I
not
can.
that way I will not be the only one talking.
Yes, yes. Let me see if I can get some in here. You have another one, Charles Mutai, saying, we
Mm-hmm.
can bring change to society by advising young youths to have a better career choices, especially when choosing what to do or pursue in colleges or universities.
Very true.
Yeah,
Very true.
very true.
You find
Yeah, you know,
mm-hmm. Go ahead.
most of the young men and women, those who are
Yeah.
joining university,
Mm-hmm.
I think they normally have a dilemma in choosing a course.
Yeah.
So what we need to do, we need to encourage them to choose maybe a better course to study.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I think also adding on that, because I think that is also something that I will say also me growing up, it's something it was challenging. You find out most people they want to follow like maybe a friend or something like that, right?
yes, this is
So
what normally happens.
yeah, so and then I think when it comes to guiding the people who are in college, I think we need to see like also the job market opportunities, because you
Yes,
will find, for example, people will want to do one course, and you will find that uh, the that specific
of
course or
course.
career is overstrength.
It's
You will
crowded.
find a lot of
Yeah,
people have gone to that field or have done that course. That way now you will go to school, and when you finish, you will miss or you will not get an employment. So now
yeah.
we need to also guide people and see also what are some of the ways or some of the other careers which they still they are under strain. That way we can have a balance like a balanced system. We don't have people just going to studies and then
Okay.
they don't have employment. I think that is what is happening now. That is what is causing the people like to graduate and then they don't like they
They stay
don't
at home.
yeah they don't have anything to do after. So before I think before that, so there was Brenda had said we can make changes in our society by donating food, clothes, also visiting the needy people. Exactly, those are the things
Yeah,
that we can do. And as I said before, it doesn't need to be anything big. If you have something extra that you are not using, just know somewhere there are people who are needy, and they
yeah.
can use that. So if instead of just like leaving anything or any item or food, just take them to people who they can they can use it. That is another way. Thank you so much. And
Yeah, we have to
Jemutai
bet.
is saying, to me, we should help our society by offering free HIV sensitization. Exactly.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Yeah.
We have Kibet, Kevin
Mm-hmm.
Kibet saying being
Yeah.
an advisor, being advisors to young generation to portray maximum discipline to do
Yeah.
what they have to at the right time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
Mm-hmm. And
We
then
have
Tracy is saying, just Mutai, nice. Our youth are being misled nowadays. We should go on course that bring instant self-employment. Exactly. And that is what we have been
mhm,
advocating since we started the channel. Right now, like the world is going to towards more of self-employment, because I don't think there is like the employment people like the employment or the market is already full. If you're looking for something that needs, or you're going to do a course that you will want to be employed, it chances are it'll be minimal. Right now, we should be focusing on things that when you graduate, you can have a self-employment. Very,
Yeah.
very, very nice topic. And in that, by doing that, when you have self-employment, and we talked about if you start something in a community, you are impacting a community in a very, very positive way. Because if you start like, let's say, a small company, maybe you will be having like 2 or 3 employees. You're already creating job opportunities for other people, and in that,
Yeah.
you are impacting the society.
Yes.
Yeah. Michael P, you say also mental health, we need to put a lot of effort. I do agree. And I think that's one of the topics that it's, we have to talk about. And I'm trying to see, and if I can get like someone who are in that field, that way they can come and really talk in depth about, like mental health and everything that goes along with. So that is another topic, on the list that we will be discussing in one of the days. But for sure, we need to we can impact our community by addressing issues that pertains to mental health. Thank you so much, Michael P. Tracy Chemutai, another thing, please let's unite, empower some growing business like saloon and tailors. Exactly. Let's support
Yeah.
our own people. Let's start from like within ourselves, and let's support. No, don't be chillers. When someone starts something, don't be chillers, and you will be just going crossing by or passing by their shop or their business. You go by at the stuff in their place, and then you walk right by. It's like you want to show that you don't want to support. Let us love one another in our community. Let us love one another. Let us support one another. Thank you so much. I will be. I'm trying to go keep up with the with
The
these
comments.
nice points.
Yeah. We have another one. There's one.
Hmm.
Kevin.
Yeah,
Kevin Kibet saying, Bob, I think where the
yeah,
students normally fail is in high school.
yeah,
They choose subjects basing on their careers.
yeah.
I think that the career comes after passing exams.
What was that again? Can you repeat it?
He's saying, I think where the students normally fails is in high school.
Yeah.
They choose subjects basing on their careers.
Hmm.
I tell them that the career comes in after passing exams.
And that's another thing that really it's it's
Yeah.
it's a it's a that he's right, because you see people don't align in they want to do something, but they don't know the requirements. So, for example, I know most of the people growing up, when you are asked, what do you want to be when you grow up? You will want to
I
be
want
an
to be a
engineer,
lecturer.
a
I
doctor,
want to be a doctor.
stuff like that, right? But in
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
reality, when you see the grades, like you need to be honest with yourself. You need to see your grades and try to look for something that you will not be disappointed when you do your exams and the results come out. So we need to be realistic. That is very important. Let's
Yeah.
try to uh, our students who are in school, and let us see, whatever they are planning to do is it in line with how they are performing. That is really that's very
Yeah.
important. We need to be realistic with our goals.
We
Benazir, we once decided to support the lady to start some maize selling business. That's another way of empowering a good impact to our society. That's very true, and that is,
yeah,
like we will do that. We haven't stopped. It was just we had to do finish with Deborah, and then we had other stuff, but we will do that also, and that's
yeah.
another way of impacting, for sure. That's another way of impacting our society.
Yeah, we
Uh,
have Deborah Chamwetich.
yeah,
By protecting human rights, also, every situation has different characteristics,
yeah,
but the core drive is to translate human rights into practical measures.
Yes.
How to question people without using torture.
Yeah, that's it. It has to do also with professionalism.
Yeah.
Because like if you are professional, of course, and then we will not be having all these issues of mistreatments or
Yeah.
inequality. Yeah. So,
Yes.
and that is what we need to, to drive. And that is why we say if we start by knowing our core values in the society, it starts from ourselves. And then you can impact the community because you know what's right and what's wrong. And you will stand
Yes.
when you see something is wrong, you will not be afraid to confront and say, okay, we need to stop this because this is not beneficial to people, to community, or to anybody. So that is now when you know what right is and what wrong is, you are able to
Yes.
stand and stop any form of mistreatment or anything that's wrong.
Yeah.
Um, Tracy, I want decide bringing young girls and talks to them about the danger of getting pregnant when they're still so young. And I got a great impact. They all decide to chill till the right time. Exactly. Let's
Mhm.
educate. Let's talk to this young generation. Now with the internet and everything, and we had a conversation about the internet. There is the good thing about the internet. There is the bad thing about the internet.
Apart
The
from that.
best thing to do to our young generation is to teach them. You don't tell them, oh, don't do this without giving them the reason. That is where we fail. You have to tell someone and then give the reason why. And if there is an example, that is even much better because you find like for us like growing up, you will be told, okay, you're not going to do that, and no one is telling you reason why. And
Why?
you see now people will fail because these young people, they want to try, they want to know
They
reason
want to
why
try.
because you did not tell them the reason why you are telling them not to do. So they
Yes.
want to try and find out for themselves the reason why you are telling them not to do. And by doing that, now, we have all these other, negative things as a result of that. So let us learn how we can approach, how we can talk to people. You tell someone why
Don't do.
you are not, or they're not supposed to be doing what you tell them not to do. You tell like someone, hey, I don't think you should be doing that. Reason being, this and this and this. And I can give you an example. That one, it is a lesson. But now when you tell
That.
me, don't do that, and you are not telling me why, it give me now questions to go and think and want to know reason why. So that's a good thing. And I'm happy, Tracy, for like for what you did. And that is what we should be doing. We need to be looking as a community, as in general. Don't be just like individualistic. Let's take care
Yeah.
of our brothers and sisters. Because again, whatever happens in the community will in one way or another affect you. All right.
Yes, it will.
Deborah, by creating the appropriate pathways for people to escape extreme poverty is one of the biggest challenges of our time. So creating these ways is positive impact to the society. Exactly. And that is what we are trying to do. And we say we need to start with ourselves. So once all these people, this group right here, if you know what you need to do, right? And that is why we are educating ourselves. That way we can carry on and now translate and share all this knowledge that we have with other people.
Yeah.
Exactly. Michael,
Mhm.
Michael says sponsorship also to the needy, connecting communities to sponsorship hub. That's other way of balancing life. Less fortunate people will be left behind. Exactly. So if there is any opportunity that comes, let's make sure we channel to help the community. And that's another thing that we can do. If you know of any charity work or people who want to help the need. Just connect them, and that is why we're talking about connecting and connecting, right? So that is a
Yeah.
way of doing. So if you know anybody who are willing to help, like the needy, for example, do that connection, do that connection, and by doing that, uh, you are impacting the the community. Tracy, Mr. Michael, nice comment there. Yes, I agree. Wesley, we can impact by connecting those who are facing challenges with those who are already overcoming. Exactly. So let us
Mm.
not be mean. If you know something that you know it will help someone else, by all means, share that information with them. Don't just look after yourself and want to, like to grow and want to be better while you are living you are at, like you are at your community. Just tell them, hey, this is an opportunity. I think you can try this, and maybe this is where your opportunity lies. So, and that's what we are doing by sharing all this information, by sharing, like and connecting with people. That is also another way of impacting, because if you share information and you connect with people, one or two people will get help that they need, and you are impacting the community. Um, Debate Pop, I think where the student, I think that is you read that
Yeah.
already,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I think I've read that one.
Okay, I think you read that. Mutai Pen makes sure we support the lady to sell maize. That will be another support the society can do it again. And that's what we say. So maybe Ben can coordinate and we can. I think that will be like easy. It should
Yeah,
not
it
too
will be
like
very
hard.
easy. I
Yeah,
think we had decided to maybe form a group, a WhatsApp group,
yeah,
so that we can participate all of us.
exactly. Yes, I think so because as always wanasema kidogo kidogo ujaza kipapa. So if we can do that, I think that we can by probably next week we can all we should be talking of something else, because like I don't think that is something that
Yeah, we were
needs
talking
a
about
lot.
a budget of, was it 15,000?
I think it was something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I was saying, like, Ben, I think you should coordinate, and we just need to start rolling.
Yeah.
How? Okay.
Mhm.
Deborah, how to manage peaceful protests without violence? How to ensure that minorities can raise their voices and participate fully in the life of the nation? How to ensure uh, that women? I think she did not finish her point, but that is another
I,
thing, because also
I
here
think
I
she's talking
say,
about, what is
by
it, equality or what?
mhm,
I think she's talking about equality or what?
yeah, exactly,
I think
and
that she's
and
trying to.
and also with that, right? You have make sure you know your rights as a citizen. Like if you know your rights, you will be able to do anything without any interference. Because
Yeah.
yes, as you said, if you feel like there is something that is not right, you have the voice. And again, community as a group, you have a strong voice. So by all means, you have the voice to condemn anything that is bad that is happening in the community or in the society. um Kela, you
There is,
say starting business to people, that's another thing that we talked about. Another discriminated group can claim their rights from judicial system that continue to be operated in majority by. Yeah, I think that is what you are talking about, like equality. Equality.
equality, yes.
Yeah.
There is
Uh,
another one which most of the ladies have not talked about. There is this
yeah.
one of distributing sanitary pads
Yeah.
to the children, maybe in primary schools,
Uh-huh.
because that is where the teenagers start maybe menstruation
Yeah.
cycle.
Yeah.
I normally read them. They normally have a problem because many families they are not able to raise the money
Yeah,
to purchase the sanitary parts.
yeah.
I think what in future what we can do,
Mm-hmm.
we can choose a school, a primary school, and then we can raise some amount, and then we can purchase maybe sanitary parts for the whole year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we will
That's a
be
good way
better
of
system.
impacting a
Yeah,
community. That's a
yeah,
good way of impacting the community. And I
yeah.
agree with that. I really agree with it. And
Mhm.
who was the lady needed support that call for quick response, and we can call it one problem solved. Yes. So yes, Ben and Mutai, we can coordinate that, and we can really take care of that easy. Celine, who wants to be an engineer here? Okay. Tracy Jemutai, you say, I mean, May selling business, that is a hot cake. Yeah, for sure. And that's what
So,
even my mom, she did that before what she's doing now. So it can sustain a family. We went to school through all that because it's generating income. And that is something that is locally available. Um, Jemueno, by promoting equality in the society, leading by example. Exactly. If you know what is right and what's wrong, you can always lead the other people to do the right thing. And you for sure need to lead by example.
yep.
If you haven't liked
Mm.
the video, go back and do so. Thanks, Mutai Pena, Tracy. Let me see. Uh,
Kuna Kimwetich Penson is saying
mhm.
this is a topic.
Yes,
If somebody decided to assist in terms of living earning, either he or she wants to start uh, your business, do not be selective, just accept and move on.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know, start from where or what is readily available, and then you can now build, and then as you grow, you can extend and do other things. But whatever you have within you are rich, start with that. Start with that one.
Yeah.
Trace Jemutai, please never leave this drug abuse. It's now becoming rampant. We need to do something that uh something talks to young men to stay away from punk Wachokoy. Yeah, so you know, any drug is not healthy. It's not healthy, and it's not only affecting your health; it's affecting the community. So by all means, stay away and stay active, stay active, because I think this happened as a result of people being idle. They don't have stuff to do, and that is when your mind wander and you start doing things that you're not supposed to be doing. So engage, and that is why now we are talking about these things, because people sometimes feel like, I don't have anything to do, and that's why we say you don't need to have money. You can use your time to go and help someone, help the
And
needy.
talk. Yeah.
Yeah, go do something in the community, you know. So because I'm very sure if you are involved and you are busy, you will not have time to do things that it doesn't help you or the community. All right. Celine, engineers overload themselves with hard subjects only to fail later. And that is why where they begin seeing their life in negative way. Life becomes meaningless. I don't think everybody. I don't think everybody, because we have a
Some.
successful engineers, like Bob. The Mutais are a true testimony. So I think that's
Yes.
just like I'll say an isolated case. And that is why we were saying don't go to school or don't study a career because you want to be like someone. Know
Yeah.
your
You got
goals
to.
and know your capability. Be realistic. Be realistic. And that is why if someone is doing that, they will fail because they were not realistic with their with,
Maybe
with,
just to
with their
follow
dreams.
someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Mhm.
Uh Michael P. Time management. You will recover. You will not recover. Waste the time. Exactly, and that's why we
Yeah,
say make use of every time, every opportunity,
that
because
comes in.
I feel like back home people have a lot of time. Right here, we don't have a lot of time. Every time counts. Any time you waste counts.
Gone. Yeah,
That should be the mindset. Always be doing something productive. Be doing something productive. Of course, you will have your 8 hours of sleep or 12. I think probably 12. But as see, we have like 5, 6 hours of sleep, and we are rolling. We are rolling. So that should be the mindset. You should be always, you need one more. Need one more. Like don't get what do I say? Don't when you achieve something, go for a next thing. Be always hungry. That's the word I was looking. Be hungry for more. Don't be
yeah.
contented with where you are or what you have. Be always wanting to do something, or make a difference in your
Yes.
life. Real my guy, I'm now talking late. Because hey, you say what? Cyril, my but you can always go and watch. The good thing is we will post this and you can always go and watch. But for sure we've talked about very important points in the past
Yeah.
50 minutes. So just go back and watch and you will catch up with us. Celine, you saying by learning the factors to be dealt with, I feel in today's community, just like any other person, teens need awareness on drug issues is screwing them to the go. This fight should be a no retreat. And that's why we're saying if we're seeing these things, right? We know these things are happening. Why are we not
Yeah.
condemned? And that's why we're saying you need to stand up. If you need to know the procedures. If you know, like by going and confronting the person, right? There are authorities, there are laws. Just use the right channel and make sure these issues are removed from the society. That's how you will fix it. If you know something, if you can fix it yourself, there is ways to fix it. So just know these things and try to help, because some of these things are happening, and the people who are supposed to be dealing with, they don't have the information. So it's upon ourselves now to like be ambassadors of our community, and let us like create or make our community a place where you will want to inhabit, where you will want to live. It will be us who will change everything that is happening within our community. Do you see
Mhm.
anything?
Mhm. There's something I want to add. As much as we are talking about maybe to create an impact in our society, there's one thing which I've realized in the
Mm,
current society.
yeah,
I think the most thing which normally hinders us maybe participating in those things which normally help the society and maybe help some children or maybe the students are
yeah,
the parents.
yeah.
During our
Hmm.
someone finds you maybe making a mistake or maybe messing around,
Yeah,
he or she will discipline you there and then. But today, when you find maybe somebody's child,
yeah,
maybe messing around or doing maybe the wrong thing,
yeah.
you try to touch that child.
And it's an issue.
Yeah, it will be a big issue.
Yes,
I think also we need to talk to our parents as much as the current parents of the digital parents. I can call it the digital parents.
yeah.
And we need to talk to them.
Hmm.
During our time, I think maybe there was a time I made a mistake. Maybe
Yeah,
I think I used a panga, that the panga to hit a cow,
yeah,
and there was someone passing by.
yeah,
I think he descended to me from nowhere,
yeah,
and maybe I didn't remember what happened.
Yeah.
and I didn't complain. I knew I had made a mistake,
Yeah.
and I just accept. But if you touch somebody's child today, it will be a case.
Yeah.
Or if you maybe
So,
if you tell that the child this is wrong,
yeah.
it will be a case.
Yeah. I think you are right, and that's also something that I see because
Yeah,
you know some parents will not accept that their kids have
yeah.
done a mistake, right? So
They
and
don't.
later on, when the kids now will go astray, they start regretting. So
Yeah,
sometimes as parents, if you are told like your kid has done something, before you
you
defend the
charge.
kid, before you
Yeah,
defend the kid, try and check and do your research. Because I think that is what's happening. Most parents, they are, like they will be quick to defend
mm,
the kids, and now when you do like that, especially in front of the kid, now next time they will be doing anything knowing that you got their back, even though they are doing the wrong thing. So I think as for us parents, we need to know how we approach some of these things, because
yeah,
if someone comes and tell you something, you really need to do your part and now go and address the issue instead of just jumping and start defending your kid, because you're not helping that kid. If for sure he or she has done a mistake, you're not helping, you're making it worse. Now they'll be repeating the same mistakes, and eventually they will retaliate against you. The parent will be trying to tell something, and now they will not even listen to you. So I think
yeah,
as parents, also we need to work together, especially as parents, and try to make like discipline as something, as like we see and we correct things and fix things as a community, as opposed to just say, hey, I think like like you don't like my kid, that is why you are saying the kid this and this, instead of really okay, checking and making sure, okay, he is right. I think I need to come with a way of disciplining the child. So
yeah.
that's a good topic, a good point. Um,
You have Mutai Pen and saying, I'm planning on opening an athletic camp in my village.
yeah,
Mm, it
yeah,
happens.
that's a good thing, like to actually impact, because you can start with one person or one athlete,
Yeah.
because I
And one
think
thing,
even how this camp started, right? Some of this camp started from one person. Let's say just someone just maybe seeing a potential on someone, and if they just like, hey, if you don't mind, I can coach you, and because I see you have a talent. It it never even started with the camp at 10. It started with just someone seeing potential on someone and taking that person and start mentoring. Now as time goes, now the fruits of this now become like known in the community, and more people wanted to join. So that is how it starts. So exactly, I really encourage Ben to do that. You don't have to start with 10 people, you can start with one person, and then
yeah,
before 2 months later, two people, three, before you're having like 20 people. So it's possible, it's just starting. I think that the hardest thing is to, that is the thing. But once you start, you will just keep rolling. So
yeah,
for that, and and support that we will give you. Uh we need to help those in need. Say how often we can pick them. We can pick one and visit. Yeah, exactly. We have so many people. We have so many people which we can impact. And again, it doesn't require like, because even with 1,000 shillings, you have helped
yeah,
so many people. You have helped so many
yeah.
people. Yeah. So because like things like how you are saying, like the sanitary pads, the towelry, things like that, it doesn't like really cost a lot, and you can help like two or three people today. Tomorrow you help two, three people. You changing their lives because like
Yeah.
there are people who have no shower for some time because they don't have soap, and like that is something like if you buy soap for like 100 shillings,
True.
it goes a long way. It can help someone for almost 2, 3 weeks. So that is,
Yeah.
like these things, it can happen. It's just like we haven't really dedicated ourselves and start doing it. We just have to start doing it. Yeah. Uh, we have help. Okay. Sensitization or negative substance abuse among the young generation. Yeah, we need also to tell them the impact in their health, in the community,
Mm.
and because like, and the reason is another thing, right? You are telling someone, don't do it, but you're not telling the reason. Tell someone, don't do it because one, for your health. Second, you are affecting your community. Third, you are affecting the economic living in the community because you're spending all this money instead of buying food, buying clothes, you buying all these other necessary things. So talk to them. That's another, I know the reason why some of these or people don't stop is because we're not telling them reason why. You are just telling them don't do it, but you're not telling them why they are not
Why?
supposed to be doing. And sometimes the best way to, let's say, help someone out of situation is talking to them, right? It's not just always confronting them and pushing them away. You see someone doing something, you push them instead of bringing them close and talking to them and loving them. You push them away. You see them as outskirts. You just say, oh, those are bad people, those are what. So you need to talk to them first and try to let them, because some of the things that people do is because they feel like they're being neglected. They feel like they are not, they have not being loved. So sometimes show that love and bring them, talk to them, show that there are people who care, you know.
Yeah.
So because I'm very sure, for sure, some of the things people do is because they feel some type of way. So sometimes you need to have wisdom and talk to them in a way that they will see their life in a different way from how they are being perceived. So that's another way. That's another way. All right. Lovely. Is that you? How are you? Okay. Kiposki Amos, I thought most important way of impacting outcome is being disciplined, goal-oriented person. Exactly. Discipline.
Yeah.
If you are disciplined, that means you are doing the right thing. You are leading by example. You are showing people what they are doing. You are uh you are rebuking, or you are telling people, okay, what they're not supposed to be doing in a respectful manner. Because now, if you go to someone and start talking in a negative way, and they are already in their negative mind, it will lead to conflict. So,
Yeah.
conflict cannot be solved with conflict. Conflict is solved with peace. So,
Peace.
first, you have to create peace to be able to talk to someone who is in conflict. That is how it works. I think that is how where we miss the point. We don't
Yes.
really, you are approaching someone who is already thinking negative with a negative mind. You need to approach someone who's thinking negative in a positive mind. That way
Yeah.
you have that ground at least to have a conversation. And now when
Yeah.
you have that ground, that is now when you start telling reasons why they are not supposed to be doing what they do you know so as guys, I'm telling you, we will be teaching ourselves, and by the end of the year or something, we will be people who can bring change where people seems there is no change. It's knowledge, guys. Knowledge, and that is what we are doing here. Is to empower ourselves with all these things that we need to be able to go and conquer our community and make our community a better place to inhabit. Um, Pensions, this is a good topic. If somebody decided to assist in terms of living, earnings, either
Think
or he or she
that.
wants to start business, don't be selective. Just accept and move on. Exactly. That's
Yeah.
that's that's the that's the thing. All right.
Na Tracy Chemutai anasema another thing, let's talk to our young people about love,
Yeah.
marriage,
Mm-hmm.
marriages nowadays. Marriages nowadays, people hang themselves or
Yeah.
take poison
Yeah.
when I think she's talking about the young lovers, those who have just let's say those who are in adolescent stage.
Yes.
If we don't talk to them, I think they will mess.
Yeah. They make
Like
wrong
maybe
choice.
when someone, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
maybe when I think when someone is over at around 15 years,
Yes.
a boy maybe or a girl can choose to have a boyfriend or a girlfriend,
Yes.
and maybe when things came in and they break up,
Yeah.
things will be bad. They normally hang themselves,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe they used to do anything bad.
Yes.
I think we need to talk to them. That is what she's saying.
So exactly, that's an important topic. I think
Yeah,
the reason why that is happening is because there is failure somewhere,
yeah,
and that is the thing we were saying. Nowadays, as parents, we need to be talking to our kids. We need to be telling them. We need to be open and telling them again reason why they should they should not be doing certain things during certain times, right?
yeah,
We need to
yeah.
tell them exactly reason why. Because a good example, right? You're telling someone, uh, if you get like a kid when you are young, is wrong. You're not telling reason why. It will affect you. You will not continue to education. Now by then maybe you don't have a job then. So now you are starting on the wrong lane, because if
Yeah,
you don't have your education, you will not have a stable job, and now it will be hard going up. So when you talk to the kid, or when you talk to our young generation like that, in their mind they will say, okay, I don't really want to live that life. I want to, take my time now, go to school, do what I'm supposed to be doing now, and then I go to the next step. And when time comes, everything comes at the right time. But
at
again,
the right
we
time.
need to be open. We need to be close to our young generation. We need to talk to them. We need to love them. We don't push them. Like when they are growing up, and like with it's when it's adolescence, that's the difficult time. The young generation, they feel like they got it. They don't want to listen to anybody. It's just it's
Very
part
true.
of their that is part of like growing. So as people who are past that stage, we need to understand this is a stage that they have to go through. But how are we going to equip them with the information, or to equip them with tools that they will need to go past that? Some of us, maybe we became victims of those things because people who are, like who are supposed to guide us didn't guide us, right? But we're not going to blame them, because maybe it was for some reason. And that's why we're saying now, since now us who are here, we understand and we know these things, right? Why can we go and and groom them and tell them reason why, and use different approach? Because as I was saying, right, with internet and everything, it's not like how we grow up. They have this information even before we have. Because for us, we didn't have like the social media was not at the pace that is right now. So
Yeah,
they will have this information. So if we don't talk to them in the house, they will go get this information from other sources, and this information might not be the right information. So the
They
best
might.
thing to do is talk to them, show them love, tell them reason why we are telling them not to do certain things.
Yeah.
All right. And then
Mm,
Trace, you say mental challenges are now being hitting hard on our young and old. Let's visit those who are disturbed with life. Let's visit them, talk to them, and share. And exactly that is, that is what we are saying. Be on look. Check on your neighbors, check on your family, check on everybody. Make sure they are okay. Don't just be don't just be staying there and assuming they are okay until you just receive news that things have gone wrong. Be
yeah.
in touch, because if we are in touch with people, that is another way you will recognize these patterns of issues, and you can address them before they go in the like wrong way. So be involved, not only with your family, but be involved in the society. Hey, be checking, man. Be looking. Hey, how are you doing? Be going around saying hi to people. You know that way you will see and you will know if they have issues. And if you realize there is an issue, if you cannot help, if you cannot fix, there are always sources that are there in place to fix
Yeah.
all these issues. So that's the most important thing, is to be on lookout. Be looking around. All right.
Yeah. We have Mike P saying mentorship program should be activated, especially on holidays,
Yeah.
to youths, farmers, and business community at zero cost.
Yeah.
Venue should be churches,
hmm
primaries, or secondary schools on holidays.
I think I
Yeah.
missed.
He's saying
Uh-huh.
mentorship program should be activated, especially on holidays, to youths,
hmm
farmers,
Yeah.
business communities
hmm
at a zero cost.
Yeah.
Venue should be churches, primary, or secondary schools on holidays.
Oh yes. Anything that
Did you get that?
it,
Mm.
so it's talking. I think I cut the fan. You said the last. I didn't get the fast part. I don't know. It broke for some time.
I think it's talking about the venue. The venue is
hmm hmm It seems like our case has issue with the network, but I will get to that point when it comes up. I I think your network froze. Bob, if you can go and come back. Kevin Kibet, you say, Bob, should I really have to supply sanitary pads to my sisters? What if my mom realized? Kibet, so I will tell you, right? We are in a different generation, right? And that's another reason why things are happening, is because we are not. Uh, Hello.
yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, I think you froze. I think your network. That's why I was like hearing the first part and then missing
Yes,
the
I
other
think
part.
what Mike B was saying, he's
Mhm.
saying we need to have mentorship programs on holidays when
Exactly.
the school are closed,
Yes, I agree.
and we should have mentorship to the youths,
Yeah.
farmers,
hmm
and business community
Absolutely. Abs-
at a zero cost at Tufai Kualipisha.
exactly. I
We're not
agree
supposed to
that.
charge them anything.
Yes, I
Yeah.
agree that,
I
because
think what
one, right? If we have this, when you go there and share by going where there is a gathering, for example, you're getting more information. Again,
yeah.
you're also getting connected, and then you're creating something to do. So now we will not have a lot of idle minds, because idle minds are devil workplace, right? So when you
Yeah.
become involved and busy, you don't have time to think about the negative things that you want to do, but you will be always focused and wanting to do something, right?
Something. Yeah.
Yeah. So Kevin Kipet is saying, Pope, should I really have to supply sanitary pads to my sisters? What if my mom realized? I don't think there is any problem with that.
Yeah.
Nowadays,
There's no problem.
I don't know, like, what is it that, there is respect and then also there is knowledge. So for me, I think I understand everything that, like happens. So I don't see the reason why it's wrong. In fact, that is a good way of impacting the community because
Yeah.
maybe some of the women, they don't have the means to go get those
Sanitary
those
towel.
things, right? But if you have the means, it doesn't matter even if it's a man. Go buy them. If you are not comfortable taking and passing those items to them, buy them, get a woman,
Give.
and let them go and keep them. You know,
Yeah.
because I
Very
don't
true.
see and I don't see what's wrong if my mom like know that I bought those sanitary towels to my sisters. There is nothing wrong absolutely with that, and that is the mentality we need to come out of. We need to be
Yeah.
thinking in a different mindset. I do understand, there is culture and everything, but again, there is nothing wrong with that. If you go to a professional field, like, a hospital, right, you will find doctors or nurses who are attending to different gender. So I don't really see any reason why it's wrong for you to go and buy the sanitary towels for your sisters. Nothing wrong with that. All right.
There's nothing wrong.
And then Kevin Tracy Jamutai, Kevin, he means we can come together, bigger school, visit, buy the bats. That is one way of empowering. Exactly. I agree.
Yeah.
We can do that. I think you nailed that before.
Yeah.
Uh, and then finding solutions to problems that may arise and solving them in a better way. Exactly. That is what we need to be doing. We identify
Yeah.
issues, we fix issues. If we cannot fix, let's have the proper because
Well.
I'm very sure we have, like everything that is put in place to fix an issue. If you
Yeah. We
can
have.
fix it, and then let those agencies fix it.
Yeah.
All right, Auma is saying, let's talk about volunteering your time. Just like the sanitary distribution, there are systematic issues that cannot be addressed by one person, of course. By joining other volunteers, you can see now. That is another point. It was like point number 4 in my bullet.
Mm.
Exactly. Volunteer,
Yeah.
voluntary work. Volunteer your time. Go help out. Go if there is anything. Go because you're not only impacting the community, but also you will go and learn some of the things that are happening, and you will come and implement in your community. So exactly, I agree. Let's join these voluntary uh, groups and
Organizations. Yeah.
let us do this voluntary work because that's another way of impacting our community.
Yeah. Because is it Kipkoskei Amos saying we need to establish rehabilitation centers in the village because vitu ni tofauti kwa ground.
Yeah. So,
Mm.
and that's the thing, right? Once we know, right? So I don't know if you guys remember when I talked about uh, a group, right? We have the power. So
Yeah.
let's say, for example, we have identified we have a serious issue, a serious problem,
Okay.
right? Be it maybe, like the thing about the drug issue or whatever is happening in the community. As a group, if we have identified, we have people, we can now go and talk, with the respective authorities, and we establish these facilities because maybe it's already also established, but we don't know, right? But by
Yeah.
taking that step, talking to the authorities, you can be referred or you can be given the options, right? And now we can take these if we have people who have, like, who are having issues, dependency, like drug dependency issues and stuff like that. If we have people in our society, we can take them to those rehabilitation centers, because I'm very sure those things exist, right? It's just like we don't know, we don't have information on how it works, where are they? But I'm very sure those services are available in our our society. They are available. So we
Yeah.
just need to know the right channels and the steps to do and follow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Mhm.
Kayon haki ya 5 hours ndio nini? All right. Always be Michael P. You say always have a positive mind, do benchmarking, and don't be within. Do networking so that you collect information. Information is key in everything you do. We cannot say
Very.
enough of that. Information and connecting are two things that are so important in your life. Make sure you are
Yeah.
connected. Make sure you have this information with you. That way, you will be you you will be doing what's right. All right. Uh, I'm planning. I think you had already read that.
So now who you Scofield? It's Scofield
Uh
or
huh.
Mondi.
Yeah.
The best way to bring impact to our community is by donating clothes,
Yeah.
food,
Mm-hmm.
money, and other items.
Yeah. Exactly. That
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
that's what we need to be doing. And again, we have clothes, we have things that
Yes.
we have
We
outgrown,
do this.
which we are not
Yeah.
using. So let's have those things and give to people who are need, because we know for sure we have people in our society who will use those items. So just be lookout and and do it. uh, Inspired for success, you say, who is willing to join hands, we create positive impact in Kenya. Exactly. You can start like even like a group, right? And you can say, you know what, we will be going to schools to even talk to people, like to talk to youths, or talk to students. That's a one way of impacting. When you are volunteering your time, and again you're going past information, you are impacting the community. So anyone who is willing, please get in touch with Inspired for Success. Thank you. All
Yeah.
right. Um,
Mm.
Pen. Tracy, you're saying pen comment is like those guys always brag. I started my Duga with 2 eggs. I don't know what it's like. Have a statement. I don't know what she meant.
I think what is what is he means is maybe they are normally those who have started, who have grown through the maybe the business. The
Yeah,
big men we have in town, those who have their business, which have their business have thrived. So when
yeah,
you ask them,
yeah.
how did you
Get there.
yeah, how did you succeed in your business? They
Yeah,
normally say I started with 2 eggs, and they just stop from there.
yeah.
So you you feel like you are confused.
Yeah, exactly. So you need to identify, because you can easily tell, if you go and talk to someone like that, and that is the response that you get. And then honestly, I would say that is not someone you want to talk with, because
Yeah,
there is something that's hiding. Because someone will not just tell you like that. Someone will talk fast, oh, thank you so much for your interest in starting the business. This is how I started mine. It was challenging at first. This is how I did stuff like that, right? They will take you through the channel. They will not just say, hey, yeah, you can start with 2x. I started with 2x too. No. So you
yeah,
just, that first impression. Usually, the first impression really is very important because that is what will determine the next course of, 10, 20 minutes that you are talking with that person. So, and again, even if you go anywhere, the first impression, the first 2 minutes when you meet with someone is very important. It's very important,
Yeah.
be it in an interview or be it in a normal talk. And even for me, like I will meet you, and the first two, I will know exactly who are you or what the type of person you are. So
Yes.
we need to know how we talk to, or how like you respond to people. Chupawa. But what I am sure of is that everything needs smart work and patience for you to realize the results. Exactly. And if we bring all this knowledge together, we sit down, or let's say we have an empowerment group, or we organize for like games, we organize for some things that bring us together. We can sit down and we can encourage one another. We can tell one another ways of doing things, and I agree,
Yeah.
things take time. So by what I was saying, if someone is telling you, okay, this is how I started and this is how I did, it's taking through, and you can, in your mind, you can read, okay, yeah, it takes time. Yeah. And then if someone say, at some point I lost, all my entire stock, but I didn't lose hope. you know I had to,
Yeah.
collect and put together the pieces, and
And
here I
move
am.
on.
So that person is telling you need patience. The way someone will talk to you, you can pick some words, and I agree with Chuse Chipawa, because yes, you have to be smart, and also everything takes time. It doesn't happen over a second. And again, you will have to go through some challenges before you actually realize. Kiposke, how we have to believe schools we see a Duga operate. Also, you have to, when you see the Duga, but I mean, again, depending on how someone will address you, you can pick some things, and you can know if they're telling you the truth or they're just lying to you. It's easy.
Yeah.
Success
Very easy.
doesn't come to people who keep up easily. Exactly. Story ya Maya and Bill Wachana now. Just ask them to show you where to get the bundle of money. Exactly. You know, exactly. Just let them, if they are nice people, they will actually talk to you through the process, where they get the resources to start, and things of that nature. And those are the people we need to associate. Yes.
Yeah.
Uh, Currently, I've inspired upcoming businesses by creating content and advert for free and posting online. That is amazing. Thank you so much,
Yeah.
Inspired for Success. That is a good way of impacting the community. And again, you can impact a community in different ways. You can be in the ground, or you can be away. What we are doing right now, we are impacting the community. And what also you did by creating content, advert, and posting, that is a great way to impact our
Yeah.
community. Thank you so much.
Mhm.
Uh, Brenda Chelangat, you say creating groups and start projects. Exactly. Yeah, that is what we need to be doing. It's a great way to impact a community, because if we start groups or projects, you are creating job opportunities, you are sharing information, you are connecting with people. So that's a great way to impact. And then
Mm.
Tracy also is saying another thing. Let's talk to our young people about love. I think you had already read that.
Yeah, I already read that one.
Right, because we need
There's
to
another
establish.
one.
You had already read that also.
There's
I
another
think.
one here by Tracy Jamutai saying, she's saying,
Mhm.
there is no easy money. We should alert our people. Not all that comes by. They should join. They should join.
Yes.
The queen that was registering the WorldCoin is alarming. Up to
Mhm.
now, we don't know the origins of WorldCoin. Akadika 7K.
Yeah. So yeah, guys, you need to be smart. Okay, I think someone talk about that. You need to be smart with technology and everything that's happening. You need to know the source first. Don't jump into things that are happening. You know, everything as everything good is happening. Also, you know, everything bad or the opposite is happening at a faster rate. So when you see something, try to take your time and analyze, see, make sure you just don't become a victim of something. So be smart, be smart,
Yeah.
and be smart. And again, if you see something, just take your time. Don't rush and just get into it. Inspire. Thank you. And one thing I come to discover the source of wisdom is God alone and start with fearing God. Exactly. And again, you know, wisdom, that is a fruit. No, that's a gift of the Holy Spirit, right? So it's only God who gives wisdom. And you are true. But knowledge, that's a fruit. That's something you can go study and get knowledge. But wisdom is only a gift. So very true. All right.
Yeah.
Also, we Kiposke say also we need to educate young people about negative impact of early. I think you had read that.
Yeah. I read that one.
Okay.
The language friend.
Mentorship program should be activated, especially. I think you already read that also. And inspired for success, you say we need to learn that there are many opportunities to succeed. Content creation offers a large pool of opportunities. Yes, that is something you can do. And I've said also before, right? Just if you feel like you have a talent or you want to use your talent to go and like you can be a content creator, and I've seen a lot of people nowadays they are content creator, and you can do different things. You know, you start yours. We are not competing. You start yours, and you know there is always information that you are passing. You know, you can be entertaining, you can be educating, you can be like teaching stuff like that. So anything you can try, you can try. You can try. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Because always also in life, there is some things you it doesn't happen until you try. You really have to try. And
Mm.
Tracy says, Val and Phil, you should talk to us. How do you guys rhymes and see your chemistry is one another level. It is an encouragement. So, guys, you know, like in simple terms, right? You know, one, respect, right? Everyone has respect, and two, understanding, right? It's simple to say, but again, you know, you need to know, you need to respect one another, and also you need to have understanding. If there is misunderstanding, which you know it happens in every family or everybody, right? You need to know how to solve issues because that is the most thing that is affecting people is how to solve it. So because if there is misunderstanding, there should be a way to solve it. So if you're missing that number three, you don't know how to solve, that is where now the difference comes. So respect, understanding, and how to solve issues.
Yeah.
Just simple what is guiding, but you know, again, that's a topic we can discuss in another time.
Yeah.
Amos, what is the exact age of getting married? Don't tell me at your age you haven't a day. If there is, I think it will depend. So that what I will say, right? It will depend on one. You need to know if you have attained your goals, right? Or because so there is two things that will happen. Either you can attain your goals before or after. So if you're
Uh,
planning, for example, to get married, so you need also to uh, pray, and hopefully you will get someone who will come and who will come and support you to get your dreams. Because I will say there is no like age limit as to when you should get married. So long as you are past 18, I think if you feel like I'm able to take care of the family and myself, you can get married. And
Yeah.
if you are like 30 or 40, and for me, I will not get married if I will not be able to take care of the family. That's just me. But I will say, general, I don't think there is a specific age where you say, okay, I think I should get married or I should marry. I think it depends on where you are in life, at what age, or what you want to accomplish. You know, if that is your goal, and then you have to check. In life there is, like clocks that we are checking. So that is the thing you live by. Just make sure you are checking and making sure you're not missing a step or jumping a step. Just
Yep.
follow your steps and follow your dreams.
Yeah, kuna anasema young folks are becoming so addictive to
Yeah.
social media. Let's tell them the danger of TikTok and Twitter or Facebook.
Yeah, so I think that is, it can be a good and a bad, right? And that is why I was
Yeah,
saying, like, social media can be good and social media can be bad. It will depend on
yeah,
reasons why you are in social media. Because one, social media, you can
yeah,
get information. Social media, some people are earning from social media. Again, the negative side, social media also, they have also negative information. Reason why you are in social media, what information you are consuming are the determining factors, because I will not say social media is good or bad. It's either way. It depends on
yeah,
reasons why you are in social media. But the thing I put
yeah.
about that is, I think nowadays we get involved in social media more than how we should be involving in our community. So we should try to balance. You
Very,
need to
very
go to
true.
social media, do what you have to do constructively, and then come back, put your time and the information that you get into impacting the community in a positive way. So it is,
Yeah.
social media can be bad and can be good. All right. Inspired for success. The problem to today's young people creating content is for popularity rather than creating content for impact. Content that create impact lasts longer and benefit all generations. And again, you say, we have different roles in every, even in society, we have different roles, right? So
Yeah.
there are people who are, they decide their content will be to entertain, nothing really. But again, sometimes some of the entertainments, depending on how you perceive it or how you see it, it can be beneficial or it can be, it cannot benefit you. So again, all these, it's really, it will depend on you. Because for me, when I see something, it can be something, right, like a joke. But for me, I can learn something from that. But another person might not learn the same thing that I'm learning, or might not see that content how I'm seeing. So we have different people, and people create different content for different reasons. So it's it will depend on the viewer to charge and
Yeah.
see or what to get from the content creation. Uh, Inspired success. Content creators run for views. They don't care about society. Again, I think I've addressed that. Uh,
Mm,
okay, inspired for success. You are very honest. They are very true. They are creating content for popularity. Okay. Inspired for success nowadays. When I penda pesa. So
mm.
I think everyone loves money, and honestly, I'm very sure everything that you are doing, you are hoping at least you're getting some reward. So
Yeah.
that is why I was saying, social media again can be a source of income for someone. So really charge. It will be based on you what you consume. Because sometimes I go to social media just and I see things that makes me just like maybe I was feeling low, and then before I'm laughing, I'm rejuvenated. So it will depend basically on the person that is receiving the content. It can help you or it cannot help you. So that's how it works. And again, we all work because we want money. Because without money, you cannot. Life is really
Cannot get.
hard to run without money. So maybe that is like their source of income. And that if I do something and I see that is where I get in, so I'm getting income, and so long as it's legal. So why not? Because if they are making money from them, that means there are people who are enjoying that content, right? So,
Yeah.
and again, I'm saying because social media, there is a variety of content. It will depend on you which content you want to consume. All right.
Yes.
Uh,
Mhm.
are inspired for success. You say share the link to join stream. Again, just like the other time, it's only giving me one of only for one person. So next time, if you want, I can we can start like from the beginning, and I will send you the link, and you can be the guest of the day. But today,
Yeah.
I'm very sure if I send the link, it will say it's maximum. And last time we shared, I don't know, for some reason it did not work. So maybe if I send you at the beginning and you join at the beginning, that can work.
Yeah.
All right.
Mhm.
Chemtana, I think that those young talented dancers, singers, art, design, we should support to achieving their dream, hence earning from their talent. Exactly. And that's the thing, though. I'm saying, I think people now are realizing the importance of talent. And
Talent.
I really appreciate the society now. They are embracing these talents. Because I think back in the days, some of the talents, they were being uh like they are being viewed in the society in a bad way. So, but
Yes.
nowadays I see a lot of talent being really embraced in the society, and that's a good thing. Let's support. If you someone start singing, let's go support them. You know,
Yeah.
what
You
yeah,
need to support.
what learn something, because for me, I listen to songs, right? I listen to all songs. I don't really, be it gospel or secular. Me, this I'm the type of person, I listen to something and I learn something from it. People have different opinion, but for me, most of the time, if I'm listening to something, there is something I'm learning. I might be learning something from the song, or I might be learning something from the performer. So always when I try to learn every time. When I see something, I try to learn something from there. So let's support. Let's support.
Yes, about yeah.
Yeah. Uh, and inspired to say the best way to empower youth at community level, support their polytechnics or school. Example, you buy solar panels for high school that they don't have electricity, or buy tailoring machine for colleges. Exactly. That's a good way also to inspire. That's a good way to inspire. And I think there is
Yeah.
something I'm looking for, because I'm seeing there is companies which they do something like that, but I checked and it's not in Kenya yet, but in South Africa, Zimbabwe, and all that, where they purchase solar systems and they just go and put in schools. So I'm trying to dig and get more info about how that program works, because I feel like that will be the best program it can get to Kenya.
There is another one. There was another one which was called was it Dick Dip?
Is it?
There was an organization.
Uh-huh.
I think it's still there.
Yeah.
Those are there. There was some. people who help to maybe school, primary school to build the
All the panels.
latrines.
Yeah.
No, no, the latrines. They
All
normally build the
latrines.
latrines. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have one in my primary school around.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
They normally select a school.
Mm-hmm.
They choose they build maybe a decent latrines for them or
Yeah.
toilets.
Uh-huh.
I think it still exists.
Those are the things that we need to tap. Make sure
Yeah.
if if you see something that is happening in another another society, and you don't have it in your society, try to inquire and know, and also see how those services can get to our society, because that's another way of empowering. Because I have seen for sure you will find some schools have some things that other schools don't have. So it's these connections that we don't have, and
Yeah.
information. So let's be looking around, see if you see another school have something that you feel like I think we should be having. Go talk to them, ask them how did they acquire that service, and try to bring that service also to our community. All right.
Mm,
Inspired for success, we should link up with county are you from. Exactly. So that is the thing.
yeah.
Like these things, right? It starts from the lowest level, and then once you have impacted the lowest level, and now we have, if you are together in the community, right? Let's say you have a group which have a purpose in the community. You can go to the county government and request for services. And since like you
Thanks.
have something that they will see, it makes it more serious. But sometimes one person go there and they will be like, okay, why are you coming? It's only you. We have like 1,000 people in your community. Where are they? They should be all, you should be coming here together to really tell us that these things that you want
Yes,
is will benefit
yes.
the community. So again, the power of a group, the power of a group, you can do a lot as a group than when you are individual.
Yeah.
Public money is good for wise people, but dangerous for unwise. Exactly. And that's why we need to, it goes back to teaching the teaching. We need to start and do our part teaching about reason why if you have a lot of money and you don't have something, a plan, it's dangerous because you have all this money and you don't know where to, like to put it or where to invest in. And then now, before you know, you find bad influence, you start using in a wrong way. Yeah, it goes back to teaching people, as they grow, and they will be responsible, and also they will be wise enough to spend wisely. Um,
Hmm.
Tracy, conversation. Good conversation. Keep on the good work. Thank you so much, Sharon. And thank you for tuning in and coming to listen. Spot for success, you say, I think I scroll all the way. Let me see.
Hmm.
Um, I think I scroll.
I think there is something which you have not talked about. There is this one of. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Yeah, there is another one which you have not talked about, and it's very easy, and it doesn't require a lot of
Yeah.
resources.
Mm-hmm.
A tree planting.
Tree planting, yes.
Yeah, I think we have done that one maybe twice or thrice at home.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't require a lot.
Yeah, it's just time and just seedlings, right?
Time and seedling.
That's
You are
it.
done.
Yeah.
And you select maybe a school. We normally do it with the schools. We normally go around the schools,
Yeah.
either primary or a secondary school.
Hmm. Yeah, that's a good one. Because
Yeah,
also, I think that is also one of the things that is supported by the government because they insist on tree planting to cap the global warming.
yeah,
Yeah, I agree with that also because once you have such programs in the community, when you are doing that, so one you are changing the environment, ecosystem. At the same time, when people comes together, they share ideas, they connect, and that is the best way also to empower and impact the community. So that one, yeah, that's another thing that we can do.
yeah,
All right, inspired for success. I always say choices have consequences. It depends with the choices you make. Exactly, exactly, guys. I'm youth leader in my local church, Consoyo, Chisonso SDA. We are starting our camp meeting next week, and you are invited. Yeah, if you are around and yeah, attend that camp. That's another way of connecting, another way of sharing information, ideas, and also you'll get motivated and a lot of things. Michael Alert,
yeah,
uh, for Alert, most of the youths are fencing, gambling will take us nowhere. Yes, so be careful with these things with that comes, things that has not been around for sometimes, and then all of a sudden you see it spikes and it's taking every like really high. Be careful. Again, look before you go into something. Do your due diligence, and of course we got to be careful in everything that we do.
yes. We
uh
have to.
how can we encourage the shakahila tu wenye wana share watu kwa social media, especially Facebook, comment amen or you die. So again, don't be just clicking things in social media. Don't be just like any links. Don't be just like curious and like what I want to see what this link is, because that is how they take your account and everything. So again, guys, when you are in social media, I'm telling you, you got to be extra careful, because again, there is good things there is bad things there. So just go there and know what you want to consume or what you want to put and pass, the information that you want people to get. Exactly. Uh,
Yep.
talks about theater that this thing is taking our youth's mind in short. Let's talk to our youths about gambling. Yeah, I think we have already talked about that is not good. That's not good. The biggest challenge content creators means lack of creativity. To solve this, you should first define your purpose. Exactly. So, and that's again, like people go there with different ideas or different um,
Yeah,
agenda. So you just have to see and just filter what you consume, filter
yeah,
what you consume. There is no easy money. We should allow our people, not all that comes. I think you had read that.
yeah.
Tracy Jamu groups doesn't need a lot of money. We can start with 10. Each contribute maybe every month. That is two and buy chicken for one person. I agree with that. Like, that is a easiest way to empower the group, because we have people who are struggling, but
Yeah, yeah,
such things can help someone. And once you start something, for example, for someone, you know 2 3 months on their feet, and then they will be helping other people. So that is a best way to uh, encourage and empower our community. That
we
is
have
best.
we have Wesley Maritim saying we have left those people living disability, we should identify
Yeah.
one,
Mm-hmm.
buy even a wheelchair.
Yeah.
This channel is a big and it's going bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So yes, again, we say we have those people within our society. If you see someone who need any help that you can give, financial, spiritual,
yeah,
time. Sometimes even just go, because most of these people, they might be just sitting, like in the house, or they don't around the compound. They don't even know whatever is going on around, like the community. So, just sometimes take at least even like 30 minutes, go visit them, see how they are doing, tell them about what's going on, in the community. Make them
yeah.
feel they are part of the community. Don't make them feel like they are being neglected. I'm very sure maybe there are people who are in the community. They haven't talked to anybody for almost a year. So
Yeah.
if there is someone in that situation, just take a step and go and do something. Visit them. It doesn't need to be like something big. And if you have such a person, and because like even like 100 shillings or 200, I don't think that is like something that is really hard, or that is something that we cannot you know and at the end of the day, you are helping someone, putting a smile on someone. That is the thing that we are doing, trying to put smile on someone, which like they feel like they're being neglected, they feel like they are losing hope, they feel like the world is, like they don't have anything left. So that is what we're doing, empowering people and making even these people which they've been neglected feel part of the community.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah. uh Young folks are becoming so addicted to social media. Let's tell them the dangers. I think we already did
Yeah,
that.
yeah. But, yeah.
Um, okay. Thank you so much, Tracy, for your input, and thank you for joining and also staying. It was interactive, and you are always welcome to join again. I see. She said good night. It
Yeah.
was really. It was pleasure to have you. Uh, Kaplas and Sahau are more success pro in your national examination. So if you are here and you are doing any form of exams, we want to wish you all the best. We want to wish you
Yeah.
success, and we want to pray for clear vision and memory when you will be doing your exam.
Yeah.
Aspire, keep it, having good listening skill impact the society positively. Exactly. You know,
Mm,
because when you listen, you take time to listen, you will have an input. So that is a good way. You listen, and then you will have a positive input to the
yeah.
society. Who is the landlord in US? I thought all the houses belong to government. No, we do have people who are owning houses. Nicholas, the secret of success is to know something nobody else know. Again, always try to learn, try to know, try to, hungry for information, hungry for knowledge. Always want to learn. Don't be contented. Don't be like, what, I have finished school, now I'm here. No. Always keep learning. Keep learning. Life is a continuous learning process.
Yeah.
Is there,
Yeah.
is there
I think what
what?
was telling me, they are talking about football.
Yeah. Um, It's bad for success. You say, I think to be successful in states needs top discipline and perseverance. Wishing you ultimate success. Yes, here you really have to be on top of the game, because everything is going at the fast pace. So you need to really keep up with. You have to keep up with. It's doable. It's doable. You just have to really work hard. Guys, there is a coincidence today. I guess what Arsenal just lifted are. Those are people talking about
The
football.
football, yes.
Um, Tracy Jemuta, hi. Kevin, let's get back to the today's topic of the day. We must challenge ourselves and make sure society sign. Amen. You know,
Yeah.
we want that motivation, like start doing something tomorrow, wake up tomorrow and see something, and you like, you know what, I think this needs to be fixed, start, be proactive in your community, see something, bring a solution, see a problem, bring up a
So
solution. Yeah,
yeah.
because that is how we will make our society better.
Mm.
Franda Jela, you say exactly, Maritim, very true. The stability people should also be considered. Yes, we need to be on look and make sure they also get the support that they need, and also feel loved. They need to feel that there are people who care. There are people who care.
Mm.
Yeah. So I think it's like
You have exhausted everything. People nowadays are afraid of. Kuna hii ya nani, is it Papi Paplo?
uh-huh.
People nowadays are afraid of taking risk.
Yeah, so it depends on what risk, because at that I would say, like, if, for example, with what is going on nowadays, you got to be careful also with what risks that you're going to take. There is some risks that you can take, but there is some risks that can be devastating. So you have to consider also before taking that risk what kind of way. I agree. We, in life we take risk every day, but again, nowadays we really need to be careful with the risks that we are planning or we want to take, because some of them will have very, very, very uh, bad consequences. All right. Kibet saying observing your integrity and being that person that every individual admires to be. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, Baba G. I see you. And Papi Pablo, thank you for joining and thank you for your input. We appreciate you guys joining and coming to be part of this live. You say you are from Pakistan, all the way from Pakistan. You know,
Pakistan.
thank you so
Welcome,
much.
welcome.
Thank you so much for coming and being part of this live. I want just
Yeah.
to read, you know, and I'm in agreement with the inputs that you guys put, right? Because
Yeah.
most of it, I think you covered
Almost 9.
majority. Yeah. So I had put adopt, right? Adopt. We are people who are, like, who maybe are orphans, people who don't have a place to call home, right?
Yeah.
If you are in a position, please, by all means, and you will be blessed, by all means, adoption, adoption. Because if we can do that, and then we will lessen the people who need, like, who need help. So that
Yeah.
was my number one. And then the second was get off the phone and get involved more in community work. Because, I will say, basically, like social media. Let us reduce the time that we are spending in social media. Let's go to social media, get what we want from the social media, bring that and implement to better our community and better ourselves. It goes back to discipline. You go to social media, if you are going to put out information, put out information. If you're going to consume information, bring that information and utilize it to empower and impact our community. All right. Number three was respect for people. Like when you are driving, and when you are walking, or when you are interacting, because if you are rude, and then you will be causing chaos in the community, and then you are
Yeah.
distracting the peace. So be kind, be respectful. If there is anything that you want to address, respectfully, address it, but with respect and dignity, because that is how you will want people to treat you. Okay. The third one was perform random acts of kindness, and that is like, I think we put that to death, right?
Yeah.
Like we
Yeah.
put that past.
It says
Yeah,
that
do
one.
all these acts that you can do. Be it time, be it physical, psychological, emotion. There are people who want just even to go and the elderly people. Sometimes I feel like they are just being left, and people will go for shamba or go for walk, and they are just being left there the whole day. So
To stay alone.
sometimes
Yeah.
give them time. Go, like sit with them, go talk to them, give them your time. Go, give them your time. Run, play, work for a cause. There's this organization, like maybe it's a cancer day, or HIV. Do something, to bring empower, or like bring to light to something. You can organize, a run, a 5 kilometer run. At the end of it, you will, like say, hey, this is to in support
Right.
of
Yeah.
people who are suffering with cancer, or who are suffering with HIV, or autism. Do something that will bring the community together, and it will show that you are together, and you are carrying the community burden together.
Yeah.
Number four is like voluntary. Do voluntary work in the community. I'm very sure there are some things that needs to be done in the community. Volunteer your time, volunteer your, if you have anything extra that it will help in anything, do it. Donate food stuff, clothes, time, things like that. Things like that. And then
Yeah.
sponsor a local event or sports, organize this, volleyball day, and then just come together, celebrate, eat, cook something, come eat, play like a volleyball, play like a football, things that binds the community together. Because at the end
Yeah.
of the day, you will be talking about something, and that way you are bringing the community together, and you are empowering and impacting your community. Show up,
Yes.
show up to events. If there is anything that has been organized in the community, don't be just that person who just want to, like to hear, hey, what did they say in that? Be part of that. Go there,
Yeah.
talk with people, connect with people, share ideas. Go say something. Let your voice be heard. Don't be a bystander. Take action. Participate in something. That is why, these are the things that we know we should be doing, but we're not doing. But sometimes it takes a person to encourage you to go and do it.
Do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then hand out to, toilet sanitary or toiletry items. We did that. We say that. That is the things
Yeah.
that we can be doing.
Yeah.
uh, and then donate for a cause. Again, if there is anything that, like what's going on,
Yeah.
like let's say foundation for something, donate. If you have 1 shilling, 2 shilling, it helps and it goes a long way. We are people, like who, like they want, like maybe transplant. We are people who need blood. We are people like donate for a cause. Donate for a cause. And shop local. That is one, I think, who said about helping our local people. The local, the neighbor. If the neighbor started a business, don't be going all the way 3 hours away to go and buy the same thing, that because
Think
you don't
about
want to
someone who
support
did
your
that.
neighbor. Buy local, buy local. And then
Yeah.
help someone to be active, and that is the thing. It goes back to those people, let's say, like they need help. Those, like people, maybe they are disabled. Go, like wheel them around, go sometimes, go hold the hand, walk them around, you know do side things like that. Let them, like enjoy being active. Don't just leave them there to sit, and no one even is caring about it.
Yeah.
um get certified in first aid. No one said that. That is
Which one?
so important. Get certified in first aid. We've seen people losing life because of just simple stuff which you could have done.
Yeah.
It's very easy. First aid certification is not something hard. You just go get certified because you can be a help. You can be of help to someone. You can make a difference in someone's life. Someone will be choking, and you can help because you don't have, the skills. So
The skill.
someone can, all these things, it's simple things. You will just see someone losing life because of something that you could have done. So
Yeah.
get certification in first aid. And last but not least, no matter what the, like who you want to vote for, participate in voting, because that is how you will, this, whoever, like that's how you will determine how your community will survive. So don't be just talking about,
Yeah.
stuff, and then you're not taking action, because let your voice be heard through the process of voting. I'm very sure most people, they don't vote. That is
Mostly,
your,
yeah.
right. Make sure if there
Yeah.
is any election, no matter who you support, but my word is, please come out and vote. Go support
Yeah.
your community, because that is one way of exercising your right and one way
Ex-
of impacting your community. You want to go through those comments, and then we
We
will
have,
we will close.
I think most of the people here, I think we have talked about, we have never talked to young people dating old grandpas, imagine, for money and rents less. Let's talk to those joining college to stop dating papas and mama.
That's a tricky one.
Yeah.
But you say someone says something, like again, you don't know like what exactly, I've seen people who have married like people at different age, and they have lived a very beautiful life, right? And I've seen also people who have married like people of their age, and they have never had like a good relationship. So I think that is one of those topic that I will say it depends. One, because one, love is something you cannot control
Yeah.
sometimes, because if you love someone, and then nothing will stop you from. Again, now there is some things that comes with, it depends on what was the intention behind. So I think
Yeah.
that is where all these other things will come along. But I will just leave like that. I will say what whatever, like if whoever you choose to, it will be, because again someone
Yeah.
says for every action there is a consequences. So depending on what, like what you are
Yeah.
planning, or what
To do.
you want your consequences will be, will, that one will depend on, I will say, it's it's a personal preference. Yeah.
Kuna Kipngeno Amos Fall wanasema maisha ni yangu, shughulika na yako.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm saying, you know it depends on what the ultimate consequence you want. That is all
Yeah.
what, yeah, what we can say.
Mhm.
Yeah. So guys, um, I think we have really nailed, and
Trusted, yeah.
I am very very thankful because these are the things that are affecting us in our society.
Yeah.
So now, having with that being said, I hope with this
Sorry?
discussion we will now go and really put into work and start doing some of these things that we've talked about today. Because again, we always come here and I'm happy at least every day we are learning something new. Every
Yeah.
day we are learning something new.
Mm.
And again,
So,
guys, don't hesitate if there are some topics that you need to discuss, just send it to either Bob or Ben or whoever, and then send those topics to us, and we will discuss. Some of the topics we'll be able to discuss, and then some we will need other people to come and address. But again, as I always say, we'll be trying to make sure we bring people who have like first-hand information. That way, we are addressing these issues, from the right channels and the right people and right mindset. So,
yeah.
if there is any topics that you want us to talk about, just pass it, and we will just address it. But again, I want to say this was one of the most productive discussion, and expect more of these discussions. You know, Again, remember I told you guys we are still building this channel, and together we will go far. Together we will reach our dreams. We will inspire many people. We will change our communities, and we will do great things. So expect most of these productive uh, discussions. Especially, I like these topics which affect the community, because if we are able to address these issues that affect the community, we can easily change the next higher position that
Yeah.
we inhabit. So again, I want to wish all of you guys a good night. For those which are nighttime and those which are daytime, I want to wish you a good day, and I will see you guys again in next weekend. And I want to wish you a blessed week ahead. May you
Yeah.
be protected and covered with the precious blood of Jesus. And may God see you through the week, and everything that you will do, that you will touch, may be a blessing. And also may your families be blessed, and your work be blessed. If you are working, may you be favored. Let the Lord God go before you, and strengthen things. And again, guys, I want to wish you all the best, and I will see you again. If you want to say something
Thank you.
to close, that'll be great.
Uh, I think what I have to say for us to do this,
Yeah,
to bring him back to our society, we need to have a big heart.
yeah,
We need to be kind. And I normally say we don't buy kindness. It's
yes,
for free.
mm-hmm,
When you choose to help someone, just help.
yeah,
When you choose to do something, do it. Don't wait.
yes,
Yeah, and I think you can start by those which doesn't require maybe some money.
mm-hmm,
You can start when you are
yeah,
alone, or you can choose to, maybe you can start with your family. You can start doing it from with your family.
mm-hmm,
Also, when you go, let's say hometown,
yes,
someone had said before, you have to buy from the local those who are selling maize.
yeah,
You are supposed to buy from them.
yeah. Support the local
So when you
community.
go there, maybe, let's say when you buy maybe a maize, a roasted made from from a mother somewhere.
Yeah.
When you have an extra change, you leave a tip from them, or you can buy all of them when you
Yes.
have an extra.
Uh-huh.
Or you can choose when you have an extra money. You can tip them, or maybe you can keep them 1,000 for the next stock.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is
You
a
need-
very important point also. Yeah. You know,
Yeah.
because I think we do it here. I didn't know like how they do back home, because by the time I was, it wasn't really, a thing. But the tip, yes, please,
It
because
helps.
sometimes that is what people live by. Sometimes whatever is in stock, they're trying to keep the stock rolling. So, but with that extra tip, as you say, it goes along with it. That one they can use to buy, like things that they need for the day while they are still keeping their stock. That's very, very true.
Yeah. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. Thank you.
And again, I want to really thank you for always, like coming here. I feel like when you are here, we discuss and like things that are really important, and I'm happy at least every time I tell you, like, hey, you mind if you if you become the guest, and you are always available, and for
Yeah.
sure, I'm really humbled to always have you in this platform. And again,
Thank you.
one time, God knows, one time, and this time is the best. We will see the fruits of what we are doing now. We
Yeah.
might
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
see now, but I'm telling you, always time will come when we will see the fruits.
Yeah. Yeah.
May your
Thank you.
family be blessed and you have a good night. And then I'll
Thank you.
also wish you all the best as you start the week tomorrow.
Thank you.
And we'll see you. We usually text anyway. So, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much and have a good night.
Thank you so much.
Okay. All right, guys. That was it for today. And I hope you really enjoyed this discussion. I don't want to keep you any longer, but I want to wish you nothing but God's blessings and all the best in what you are going to do and what you are planning to do. Again, my name is Philip, and have a wonderful time. Till we see you next time, be blessed. Bye bye.